The twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars rule the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was beautiful.
Hey, I'm Danielle, Tyler's mom. So I want to welcome everybody again to our 10th annual show. So hey, that's pretty amazing. I'm so excited to be here today. We have a special announcement today, and so I don't know if everybody can hear me down there, but if you want to come down here, it's kind of a cool little thing we're going to do. A couple years ago, I met a really neat girl who I believe is behind me there, Nicolette. And she inspired me to pay it forward in a unique way by loaning out one of our Emmys that we have. We have two that were given to us by Boyd Hoopert after he did the story on our son Tyler Shipman, both during his illness and then after he passed away. I gave that to her because she inspired me with both her creativity, her zest for life, and just herself in general. When I gave her the Emmy, I gave her a specific list of tasks to do, and I read her this letter, and I'm going to read you the letter also. And she, in turn, after her year was up, gave it to Sophie Nelson, and Sophie is going to present it to somebody here in the crowd today. So after I read my letter, I'm going to hand the mic over to Sophie. When my oldest boy Tyler was sick, a very talented and caring reporter, Boyd Hoopert of Minneapolis, came to visit us and do a story on him. Boyd is a reporter for KARE 11 and features a segment called Land of 10,000 Stories, which has been recognized for its outstanding features and focuses on community caring and excellence. Boyd and his camera crew treated our family and our story with dignity while using media as a tool to raise awareness of adolescent cancer as a relevant issue, as well as showing a story of true compassion as complete strangers from across the United States banded together along with our hometown friends and family to restore Tyler's 1986 Pontiac Fiero GT before he passed away, his dying wish, so he could have some time to drive it, enjoy it, and give it to his little baby brother. It was a true act of paying it forward. Boyd, his camera crew, news station, and all involved are a prime example of the use of media as a positive tool to influence change. He won an Emmy for both his original story on our family and won another Emmy for the story he did after Tyler passed away, while we held the first annual Tyler Shipman Memorial Car Show. Because of what people have done for our family, I feel very deeply that it's my honor to help find ways to give back. This doesn't always have to be in grand gestures, but I feel strongly we as human beings have a duty to one another to seek out ways to be merciful, kind, forgiving, giving and actively participating in things that are not self-serving, but rather serving others. As I said, this does not have to be grand gestures. Sometimes buying coffee for a stranger, giving blood. My big thing, of course, is our car show. Raising scholarships in Tyler's name, giving back to families who are going through medical crisis. Cassie has become very active in Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation for childhood cancer research. Your heart tells you when you are in the right place at the right time. Boyd came to visit our family that first annual car show. When he showed up, he had 2 boxes with him. They contained the Emmys that he won. He presented them tearfully to our family who had lost so much and said that while he had won them, the story was ours and he wanted our family to have them. Who has 2 Emmys in their house? We do. What do you do with them? I'm not really sure. We used to have 2 until a couple of years ago, and then I started a new Pay It Forward for Tyler journey and passed along, I will fondly call her Irma, to Nicolette. The Emmy that our new recipient is being presented with today was selected by your predecessor because she saw something in you that inspired her. It comes with a few assignments. I want you to watch both of Boyd's Emmys winning stories. See why he won those Emmys. It is important because this is part of his story, our story, and now it's part of your story. I want you to take your Emmy on at least one field trip, take pictures, do something serious or something silly. I'll leave it up to you. Take it to school or to the movies, whatever your creative mind comes up with. Pictures must be posted on Facebook and tagged Pay It Forward for Tyler through your journey. Do at least one act of kindness this year and write or post a video about it. Remember, this does not have to be a big deal, but be intentional with your actions. Do something new artistically. This is a gift of inspiration after all. Try something new, maybe a class, a new play, record a song, or try a new instrument. Step out of your comfort zone, stretch yourself, and I want to hear all about it. Lastly, this is not a gift that stays with you. It is one next July near Tyler's birthday, on the 18th or near the car show. I would like to have you select the next recipient. Find someone who maybe needs that boost of confidence or take an opportunity to recognize someone who has changed your life instead. You decide how you want to use that opportunity. You never know. You just might change someone's life.
I wrote this on my phone. Okay. This award was given to me by one of my friends who I look up to so much, Nicolette Clark. Irma is what we call the Emmy. Inspired me in more ways than any of you would ever know. It has also taught me so many things about myself and the people around me. To name a few: strength, kindness, endurance, and confidence. Every time I look at this Emmy, I think, what can I do to pay it forward and to make a difference in someone else's life? I know now that most of the time it is the little things that count the most. I chose Katie Cornier because I believe that this amazing young lady will make an impact on this community. Knowing her has brightened my life, and I believe that she will bring forth strength, kindness, endurance, confidence, and so many more things to this year and the rest of her life. Katie, I hope this year is a growing year for you, and you learn a lot about yourself, your community, and the people outside of Frazee. You are an extraordinary human being. Shine the light you have on people around you, and pay it forward for Tyler, his family, and their story.
Of kindness that we will be doing this year. We are making a donation to the Patriot Assistance Dogs Foundation out of Detroit Lakes, who provides dogs to veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. We're making a donation to the Cornerstone Foundation in Frazee. They're building a community youth center for our youth here in our town, which is so essential. We're going to be doing at least one, possibly 2 scholarships at the Frazee High School. Those will be Pay It Forward for Tyler scholarships. So we are looking for seniors next year who exhibit community service excellence. So any of the seniors here in town should be thinking about that. We're going to be making a donation to the family of Lillian Johannes, who is a little girl going into 1st grade. She happens to be my cousin's daughter. So this is the 2nd child in our family who's been diagnosed with cancer. She has leukemia. We're sponsoring a camping trip for them for a weekend. We're making a donation to the family of Landon Labine. a little boy who has brain cancer, who's been fighting that for pretty much his whole life. We are making a donation to the family of Vincent Helmers, who is a senior who was diagnosed with brain cancer right before graduation this last year at Frazee High School. We are doing a scholarship for Marley Zender, our beautiful singer over there. She is a senior from Crosby Ironton High School that I was telling her mom, when we were talking about doing this top 10 thing, I said to my daughter Cassidy, you know, I was noticing this dancer at Crosby Ironton. I just been watching her the last few years, and she just, I know something about her, and Cassidy said, I know just who you're talking about, and said the same name. That's sometimes how that works. So that's how we, I don't know, fate, it's just the way that works sometimes. We're making a donation to the family of Hadley Bergman. She's a 6-year-old who's been fighting chronic Crohn's disease her whole life. We're making a donation to Fiona's Hope Totes. That's also a cause that is very near and dear to my heart. And we're also making a donation to the Pelican Rapids dance team. Pelican Rapids dance team last year, the Pelican Rapids High School, they dedicated their dance year to a student from their district named Faith, who sadly did lose her life to her disease. And I was so impressed with their district, their town, their team, and just the way they pulled together. And we are sponsoring one of their dancers for their activity fee and shoes and tights, and we're calling it the Faith Scholarship for their team. So that is our top 10 list, folks, and we've made our goal, and we're gonna, and beyond. So thank you. And please come again next year, because what's better than 11, right?
I took it over. Oh, sorry. And he held on to it for 15 years. After that, he gave it to me. I've had it the last 3. And over the last couple of years, I've spent time restoring it, finding new parts for it, put a brand new motor in it, and got it back 2 weeks ago from paint. So it looks beautiful. I was happy with how it turned out. Couldn't be happier. So.
Thank you so much, Josh.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave the right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, we'll stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
We've all lost loved ones that we care about. Tragedy, illness, accident. Tyler is why we're here today, but we all know somebody. I'd like to observe a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and let's make some noise. Oh yeah, keep it coming. We're gonna rock your socks off here. We're gonna get right back to the music as soon as Brandon hits play.